Sometimes a simple chord progression comes to my mind, it comes to my ears, and I just go, what's wrong with keeping the chord progression simple? He developed a nice little sound, and I was like, progression, whatever comes to mind. So the progression was F, G, C, A minor. And sometimes you just
gotta go with a good
just go with a good old-fashioned chord progression. Why overthink something that's already present? Present? But
Present.
But present.
Arms.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Hey,
How do you say tomatoes in Spanish?
Tomates.
Tomates. What's the other one I used to say? It was like I should say something, and you was like, no, God damn it, that's not what it is.
God, that could be so many things.
Oh my, yeah. It was something, it was a staple of mine. Oh, espinaca.
Oh, yeah.
Espinaca.
But you said it right this time.
But I would say spinach.
It's spinach, yeah. That's what you would say. That's
You'd be like,
fucking
God
hilarious.
damn it, that's not how you say it.
No.
But I learned.
Uncle Chrome said it was American.
American.
The other night, what was it, 2 nights ago, I dreamt of like the greatest lyrics in the dream in the world. I was like, oh my God, these are fucking amazing. And the hook, I kept replaying it in my dream. And you kept replaying. I'm like, those are awesome fucking lyrics. When I woke up, ask me if I remember.
Gone. I hate that shit.
God.
I hate it. I had
and
yep.
Especially
still,
when it's a catchy hook.
yeah, it was so catchy, and still to this day, I can't fucking remember those lyrics.
I hate it.
I know
I be
it.
having some groovy bass lines in my dreams, and I'll wake up and I'll go, oh, you dirty bastard.
They're gone. Awkward Teeth, what's up?
Aqua teeth.
Since Samurai, what's up?
Droigon.
Droigon. What is it?
Droigon.
Droigon. Like Troy be gone.
Dragon was like, I hope it's okay that I'm here watching. I'm like, fuck yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Don't let yesterday scare you.
Please.
I mean, that's just monkeys just
No, don't
speaking
let,
the truth.
especially me.
The truth has a way of hurting people's feelings, and it makes it feel like they're being attacked.
And they become very defensive.
And then they come very defensive.
But hey, it brought them out of the woodworks. I'm currently seeing them in a bunch of lives saying hi to everybody. So if anything positive came out of it, it's that.
Yeah. I had a lot of people hit me up and say...
I had a lot of people DM me too.
You know, is Tone in?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I saw him in chat, though.
Okay.
He's almost there.
I can post a link.
Yeah, post a
for
link.
anybody who
I think
wants
he
to
was
come
waiting for the link.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shababy.
What's up, Shababy? Sean Barnes.
I'll just post the link.
But yeah, people were I got so many messages from yesterday saying, you know what? You know, I always wonder what happened to certain people that would come on the show and just they're not there anymore and there's no explanation. And I had to tell everybody, well, if you saw it and you didn't get an explanation and you see these people all over the place,
over everywhere else,
then it's not just us.
Right. We're not imagining things. And then they're not aware of the personal aspect of it where it was a daily conversation.
No one wants to look at themselves though, man.
No.
Stop that.
No.
Right. But everybody else saw it.
Yeah.
Since Samurai saw it, he would always say, yo, what happened to certain characters? Why did they just come to Monkey Island and then just fall off and swim away? And I go, Sammy, I don't have a fucking answer for you.
To me,
why don't you fill in the blanks?
To me, the
Crazy Rabbit is noticed.
The most irritating part for me is not that they've MIA'd themselves. Like people have their reasons and fine. And I'm the type of person, it might be bad, it might be good, but I can disassociate myself really quickly.
Yeah.
Meaning I can shut off my feelings.
Yeah.
If you cross me or cross my family, I'm done.
You're a Libra and
and a Scorpio. That's the Scorpio side of everything.
Yep.
But
anytime I get
can.
involved with somebody, my emotions isn't tied in it. And
no, once I'm done, I'm done.
I get attached to certain people, and then I have a love for people, and then they do weird things.
That's
and
what Aquarius are, man. We're lovers, man.
Aquarius are lovers.
Libra seeks balance, which I always do, which I've always gotten you two away from doing crazy shit. And then my Scorpio side is along with the Libra side, we love and protect very, very hard, and we're fucking loyal.
Yeah.
But the minute you cross us, you're pretty much dead.
Look, even George G's knows.
Yeah, don't play with fucking Libra. Yeah,
Warhard Art said, if y'all don't hear from me, probably y'all got killed at work.
that's not good.
Y'all better come investigate.
But for me, particular, like what really, 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 really irked me about this individual, and I'm not even going to say their name because I'm not going to give them that gratitude, is that they talked mad shit about somebody. They couldn't stand them. They're two-faced. They're opportunists. I don't like them. It's disgusting what he does. But now you're a co-host. And I'll just leave it at that. That's what drives me insane. Don't act one way with us, tell us certain things, but then bend over at a drop of a hat.
But it's not like we're stupid. You know, I was telling, or even Lamar said it yesterday on the live, and I was telling Samurai, we had a long talk when we were on our walk today. We walked 6 miles. And I was asking the Samurai, like, dude, are we looking at this wrong? Because, you know, the Samurai could be our shaman sometimes and walk us through the darkness and, like, kind of give us our energy back.
And he can also be the fucking fuel or the fire. And I'm like, you need to stop fucking listening to that, dude.
But he can also throw gas on it and be like, let's go get these guys,
yeah, and
boys.
I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Nope.
Let's go fuck them up, boys.
No, we're not doing that.
But he gave great advice today on our walk. So much so that I can't continue to put my energy down in that area, and I got to bring my my chakras back to full form,
to center,
and get ready for the new chapter, and get ready for a long vacation.
Hiatus.
Yeah.
There's the Tones, man.
I just realized that Tone is going to be here for the big birthday
3 days.
popcorn
Right.
night.
3 days.
Yeah.
Is it 3 days?
4.
Friday.
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.5.
Because
What time do you think you'll be getting here, Tone?
I want to say the drive's like 7 hours, so I planned on leaving in the morning. So mid-afternoon, Friday.
Noonish, 1, 2. Yeah.
There you go.
In time for popcorn night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, Tone's going to be in the studio.
It's fucking wild.
right.
Did you do something for popcorn night, Tone? If not, you got to sit outside of the studio.
So, knowing I would be there for a popcorn night, I had been preparing a song. It's just not ready. It's close. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to finish mixing it in the next 2 days, and there's still things I want to add to it, which is too bad because it's.
Well, you can take a book out of
pretty good.
Probe's book and
just
just
submit
make it a WIP.
And you know, and everybody knows how good your music is. Not you fucked it up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you fucked it up for yourself. I'm
Just
sure
call
if
it
you
a
would have
whip-
submitted it, everybody would have thought, oh, that was
Oh, that'd
intentional.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not fully fleshed out. That's the real issue.
okay.
It's not just a matter of like a mix or anything like that. But I'll put it up in the next. As soon as it's done, it'll get on popcorn.
Well, you got a deadline. Be as Absurd TV. Stop chasing perfection. Get to that deadline and submit
Yeah.
it. You was on Absurd TV's ass, Tone. So if he was in here
Yeah,
right
right.
now, he'd be like, "Fuck you, Tony. Finish it."
Yeah, exactly.
Or no more cocaine on the glasses.
Yeah,
But I do have a bit of a birthday jam that's not anything recent. It's actually old, but it's short and it's really cool, and I think it'll fit in perfectly. So I'll have that for you guys.
Oh,
Nice.
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Don't compromise what you don't want to put out there yet.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on yesterday, Tone? What did you not get a chance to speak on? What's on your mind? And
Not a whole lot. The most I've thought about, and I actually talked to Steve about this a little bit today on the side. I was asking him how well he knew Donald Duck outside, because when I looked in Discord, he was listed as a mutual friend. I wanted to know where in the world he was, because I'm pretty sure he's in Europe somewhere, and I was wondering if there are things about the way he talked that struck me as direct in a way that I know some cultures can be, that is like totally not the way Americans handle directness. And I don't know. It's not that I don't feel he got that I feel he didn't get a fair shake necessarily. More so, I don't know if, like you had said during the stream, read the room, and I don't 100% know if that's in his world of possibilities all the time. And that's as far as I really got with it. Otherwise, everything, you guys made a lot of good points yesterday. You cleared the air at a lot of situations that I've heard you guys talk about here and there, but never really dig into.
It's funny with Donald Duck. He's said it over and over and over that he can be direct in a way that he's going to poke and prod to get a reaction. And then yesterday he said, "Oh, I'm high, so it's worse." Well, there's constructive criticism,
Yeah.
questioning, asking, whatever. And then there's criticism, questioning, and asking when you want to poke the bear, so to speak, when you're stirring the pot. And he's said it a few times in Discord that he loves to stir the pot. Not quote unquote in those words.
But that's a troll.
But
That's
he-
troll behavior.
Yep, but he led to that. And so that to me is what I don't like. I truly don't mind being questioned, whatever it is, but there's a way to do it. You poke and comment with insults instead of poking and commenting with curiosity. It's two huge different things.
And when
And you know what you do, you know what you're doing, and you do it purposely. And that to me, like Lamont said, is a fucking troll.
Yeah, that's not cool. I agree.
Well, and also, how do you expect to have a conversation with somebody, or somebody to even have a conversation with you, if that's the way you're going to present yourself? It's almost asking like you don't want to hear anybody's response, or you just want to hear a flagrant, inflamed one to suit your ego.
Like to me, there was no constructive comment with what he said in my channel, which was, well, explain to me how you have it bad. You own all that acre and a truck. Explain to me how it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
That's poking and prodding.
I agree. And I directly mentioned something yesterday when we were talking about that. And I wish I remember what I wrote because I thought it was pretty good. But along the lines of like, that thought in and of itself could be in the right place. We, as almost everyone in here, probably everyone in here, Westerners do have it better than a lot of places in the world. But that's not to say that everyone doesn't have their own struggles. Everyone's in a situation. You don't know what it is. And it's not really fair to claim you have it.
Right.
Good.
And that's all a matter of perspective, because
Right.
I
Yes.
can guarantee that you go to a village who do not have electricity, do not have running power, and they're the fucking happiest people you'll ever meet.
And they'll still have some things that they consider bad.
yeah.
It won't be those.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
like, I didn't catch fucking food today.
They have
I'm going hungry.
Yeah, they don't have the stresses that we have. And like you said, everybody does have different stresses. So to say that comment is kind of ignorant, because other people in the world, what we presume, have it worse than us, but in reality have it better than us.
But the whole thing is, you can't measure someone's perception of a struggle, because
No.
to them it's not even a comparison, because they're going through that particular thing.
Right,
They
yeah.
could have $1 million in their bank
Right.
account and still go through a fucking struggle.
There's a
Yeah.
phrase I like to say that I was taught by, who knows, someone in my childhood. You don't count other people's money.
Right.
You
Simple
don't
as
what?
that. Count other people's money.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it'll never add up to your perception.
No. Am I not loud enough?
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good. Recon says a true troll behavior is not aimed at conversation. It's aimed at disrupting a foundation.
Yes, it is.
And that's exactly what a lot of the conversations that he
100%.
did were that. It was comments, it was questions formatted in a way to poke and prod with an insult behind it.
Well, I always say too, that's something, people when they feel like they have to be a troll, that's because they're lacking something in their life. I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's just the situation they're going through or the neglect of them but whatever is going through someone's life where they have to be a troll and do shit like that, that's a reflection on where they're at. Like that's
Right.
how bad they're hurting.
Yeah. What's going on, Max and Warhard Arts, Awkward Teeth? I don't know when you guys hopped in, but if I missed you,
Earlier.
sorry.
They ran
Okay.
earlier.
There's also the internet thing of being an edgelord to a degree. And I'm not saying that he was specifically doing that, but it is in the troll family where you just say shit.
Yeah.
Get someone riled up, get
And it's funny
pull
because
reactions for no reason.
Right.
Because if you assumed that a conversation was had, because he posted a really long comment on yesterday's live,
Which is weird in
then,
itself.
and then he said in that comment, he's like, I specifically asked if S.O.R had a problem with me on, and then he put the date or whatever. And I remember that conversation because he DM'd me and I asked, because I wasn't on that live that day, I was busy, so I asked the twins, I was like, hey, was anything that comment towards the end or whatever directed towards Donald Duck? Because he's asking, and they're like, nah, we weren't even thinking about him when we were saying anything. So I responded back to him and said, no, if you then assume that I was lying to you and think that whatever comments were said during that live was towards you, then that to me is a guilty conscience.
I would
Like
agree with that.
if you assume it was about you,
100%.
then you knowingly purposely do certain
100%.
things to get a reaction.
But I tell people too, like, why are you here? What do you get out of us? What are we offering you that's appealing to you? What keeps you coming back to Symptoms of Reality or any channel?
Yeah. And it's not like we're telling people not to have an opinion, not to go against the grain, not to think differently. That's not the thing. But there's, at the end of the day, a way to do it.
It's a respect thing, though.
There's
You
a
have a
kind
community in
way
here.
to do it.
Yeah, you got people in here. You want to respect everybody. If you're going to be throwing your shit around, throwing your baggage around, it's just unacceptable because now you're disrupting a whole community. And that's like, no one likes to vibe like that.
Yeah, and it wasn't just us. He was doing it towards, there was a few other people that
Sammy had to get rid of him.
Yeah, that
Right.
we became aware of that he was very insulting towards. And so, like I said, there's a way you can be direct. I'm very direct if a lot of people haven't fucking realized, but I do it in a respectful manner.
Like, it's very important to me people know this, Tony.
I'm listening.
We aren't bridge burners. And I'm going to try to say this as best as possible. We'll never burn our side of the bridge. You could burn your side, but we'll send out fucking construction workers and we'll leave our bridge intact so that if anyone wants to ever reconnect their bridge to ours, we're open arms and an open book. Donald Duck is a troll. He's booted out of Discord. He's booted out of YouTube.
I think he did that on his own.
He did it on his
I
own
didn't
because he
boot
knows.
him out
Right.
on anything.
But period, like that's toxic. And I don't need time. I don't need to devote my time to people that are just pure toxic and never going to see past the light. But people like Scott Sounds, that bridge will never be closed to Scotty Sounds. Our bridge is on our side is still erect and it's still viable. Communication is always available. That's the same that goes for Robbie or anyone else who thinks they have a problem with us or they think we have a problem with them. They're sadly mistaken. This whole channel was built on connection. Now, here's where it gets really misconstrued, is if you can't see past yourself to have a conversation. I'm going to give you an example. Twin Cities Oxygen. When he first came to this channel, I don't know if it was a miscommunication or he didn't understand who we were. We didn't understand who he was. He got his feelings hurt by somebody. He left, didn't want to come back to Symptoms of Reality, said some negative things. I said some things back in return. A couple of weeks go by. He's like, you know what? That was kind of foolish. I was like, yeah, I probably said something foolish too. We're friends again. Couple of months go by. My brother and I are joking, taking a walk, and we're like, oh, there goes Twin Cities Oxygen making racist comments. Just joking. He took it the wrong way. Got his feelings hurt.
After he made a
Left Discord again.
After he made like a race comment,
Right.
or joke or whatever.
After he made the same joke. So he bounced out. He left. A couple of months go by. I get a message from him. You know what? I kind of see some shit that I was doing, and I was like, yeah. And we didn't have a conversation, and I see how this could have affected you. And he was like, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
Good for him.
And
Yeah,
then he
exactly.
comes back.
Yep.
So that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
we don't ever burn the entire
He-
fucking bridge.
TCO,
Our side is always erect and ready to be constructed on with someone else.
TCO is very fully aware of how much of S.O.R he can take and can't take. And TCO is very fully aware that our Discord is just not for him. So he hasn't come back.
Right.
Do we support him? Yes. Does he support our channel?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's a man of faith and he's a man of God. And I like to
But
believe
he knows his limits.
he knows his limits.
Yeah.
I like to believe that his faith and his ideations, it brings him back and it allows him to separate his ego and follow faith into humanity
Right.
and want to reestablish connections.
And that's how you have a disagreement. That's how you have a conversation about that disagreement.
Is once
And
you-
that's how
yeah.
you have the settlement of, said whatever it is. Like, okay, I know I can't be here 100% of the time. I do like you guys, so I'm only gonna, do this and this and that. He's fully aware, and we are fully aware of who he is as well. And there's no hurt feelings there. But when it comes to a point where you as the individual literally can't see what you've done, the persona that you've put out, then that's hard to come to an agreement on that relationship, right? Because like Lamont said earlier, you're feeling attacked, so you're going to be defensive. You're not going to steer away from that defensive attitude to the point where you don't read what we're reading for the words.
Right.
You're reading to react.
Yeah.
Right. You're reading to defend yourself.
To defend yourself when there's no need to defend. Don't defend what you did or aren't doing, because clearly you didn't think it was an issue because you didn't change or reach out, right? So just because we called you out on it, now you're upset that we called you out on it. And the only reason why you knew we called you out on it is because somebody from the S.O.R Monkey Island told you that we did. Otherwise, you would have never known. Because you're not around anymore.
And I think we can all speak on that, because I think we all have done that in our lives. Your ego takes over. You don't want to be proud and
And squash it and put it away.
correct
Yep.
Something about us makes us put that standoffish persona in front of us. And I think we all learn from that. Some of us learn a little bit sooner, some a little bit later. But if you don't learn how to do it, how are you ever going to hold a solid relationship down? Like, how are you going to expect to have a meaningful relationship when you can't even get out of your own way?
Right.
Yeah, it's just
It takes two to tango. I've always said that. And if you don't want to acknowledge that you're the second party, or that you haven't had any fault in anything, then you're sadly lying to yourself, and you're mistaking everything for the other person.
The universe never wants to sever ties with anybody or anything, because you're a product of the universe. So why would that's not instilled in humanity to sever ties? It's ego that wants to, like he said, it's ego that wants to make sure
keep you.
I'm protected at all times.
Yeah.
We're never at fault, and we're never going to be in a vulnerable state. Welcome in, Tape Pusher. Welcome in, Dazza.
Dazza had a really cool premiere.
He did.
Grown.
He's had a couple. Welcome in, Grown.
Y'all got to go check it out.
I saw a couple of them yesterday. Those little SORs,
Yeah.
11 part. Was it
Yeah,
part
the-
11 and part 12?
Yeah, I think this one,
a lot
the
of
premiere
parts.
that he had today
Yeah.
was 13.
And you know what's funny is the wife is right. If we put another rant or we put some more drama as a thumbnail, this chat would be fucking popping right now. And it never surprises me anymore that that's the true thing of nature.
Well, it's like the car accident, right? You have to stop and look.
You gotta stop and you
gotta.
gotta look. You know, and I get it now. I think we've ran this test more than once to understand, okay,
Yeah.
this is how you can be a famous YouTuber if you dive into the light of negativity and dark arts.
You just
You
ran.
will thrive.
Did I post it? I posted it on my Discord channel. And if you guys aren't in our Discord, you won't know what I'm talking about. Or if you didn't see it, you won't know what I'm talking about. But it was a short, and it was literally this guy just screaming and crying about, we're gonna get there, we're gonna get there, and that's literally all he did throughout the whole short. It was like a manic episode of remember, I was like, what the fuck did I just see?
Yeah.
And I went back into all his other like shorts and lives, and literally it was all that. Like there was no message, there was nothing.
What-
He didn't
What is
even
it about
ask.
then?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's just I'm gonna find it and show you. It is insane, but it's towards that aspect of if it's insane, if it's a rant, if it's negative,
Oh,
you're
I get
gonna
what you're
get
saying.
a fucking ton of subscribers and views. This dude has like 1 million something, I believe, viewers, and literally that's all he does.
It's bullshit.
Is just cry on his
no.
live stream, asking for likes.
Yeah,
So-
Samurai sent us somebody like that too. Go ahead.
I wake up in the morning and I let my dog out, I feed him, and I make coffee, and I sit down on the couch and I scroll before work. I scroll some news and some Instagram because they're the only, it's really the only social media outside of this that I really engage in at all. And I see so many. Instagram's terrible. You don't see anything that your friends post. You just see whatever they want to show you. And I usually quit looking at it after about 15 minutes because I get annoyed about it. But it's funny, the things I see that my eyes stop on and I watch for a minute, and inevitably it's nothing worth viewing. And it's
Right.
just, it's made in such a way that it makes me stop and go, oh, what is this? How much of this am I going to watch? And it's never worth anything. And it's really, it's like,
It's like that mindless TV.
yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of a good example of, it's like fucking blue balls. It's like, it's not like I'm just getting ready to go and I'm not gonna, and that sucks. And it's
Right.
no
Yeah.
fun. And I don't understand why I bother with it every morning. It's probably because I'm half asleep and it's just like an easy button to press on my phone, but
Probably.
it's terrible.
You're trying to wake up. Okay, so really quick, I'm gonna share this.
This guy looks
Sup-
ridiculous.
Okay, so he literally does. So this video was 48 minutes long. I'll play a few seconds of it, and with just those few seconds, you've seen the 48 minutes of this video.
She's not lying.
Because it does not change.
There's no audio. But I'm glad there's no audio. Look at this guy go.
That's it. And then here's 30 minutes in.
Is he sweating? He is. He's sweat through his shirt in
Yeah.
30 minutes standing in one spot on a live stream.
30 minutes in, and that's what he's doing. So now we're like at 45 minutes in.
Oh my God. Dude, turn the air conditioning on. What's the matter with you?
That's it. That's all he does. The whole time, every single one of his channels that, or his lives that he's posted is that.
people eat up that brain rot shit. I don't get it.
Exactly.
I don't like
my
short
point.
form almost at all.
I don't get it. That's why I
really,
made that comment
it's crazy.
earlier in the stream. I was like, it's funny how we only have 11 people right now currently in the chat, but had it said rant, we would have 43 like we did yesterday.
Right.
Is Intergalactic Federation messing with us? Do you really like him?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure Dazza does.
This guy's my
Dazza-
spirit animal.
ASMR. That's my ASMR, guys.
Yeah, no, I believe that
Yeah.
from Dazza.
Dazza will troll
You know,
the shit out
Dazza's
of
from
us.
down under. You don't know what those motherfuckers like over there. So
Dazza will definitely look. There's a Max Slack's channel. He just did he just figured out how to do a premiere. So you guys get over there and check out Max Slack.
And then Tape Pusher's got something. What is that for? The
Tape Pusher is a man in the universe.
October 17th, Popcorn Night.
He was saying he wanted to share some new music. I'm trying to tell him to submit
Hell
to
yeah.
Popcorn Night. I think he would fucking hit. He'd be a smash. I
Yeah.
firmly believe that.
Yeah, I love his music.
So do I. So
Only
that's why I'm
because
telling
you
him.
know he's a man in the universe, and we believe in a lot of the same.
Well, then
shit.
he also gets you involved too, because you get to add lyrics in when
Yeah,
he's doing his
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
make sure it's a birthday theme for this Friday. I had to tell Johnny
what's up,
Appleseed
Jervis?
that I couldn't play his.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think when we leave this 365, how much you want to bet, Tone? I was telling Samurai this and a Crazy Rabbit. A lot of people are just going to forget about what we were doing here because we're not going back. We're going to completely sever ourselves from the synth world and just go do our own thing. It's not going to be about music anymore for the most part.
I think
People are gonna
there
forget
are going to
about
be
us.
some people for sure, but I think your, at least for me, your introspective stuff, your views of the world, your discussion, I love this, what we're doing right now, whether I'm involved with it or not. If it was last night and I was watching Kent hit on T-Sketch, which was hilarious.
Oh my
I
God.
was
Right?
fucking
he is so in
dying.
love with
I
cheesecake.
was like, Kent,
so
she
fucking
don't
funny.
play in your ballpark.
but
Like, she
like-
don't play in your playground, Kent.
That discussion stuff is great, and I know you're not
Play them
necessarily
balls.
doing the live versions of that.
That was fucking hilarious, though.
It really was. But you guys have a good eye for what's interesting to talk about. A good feel for it, rather. So I think you'll do all right. There'll be people that are excited to. So, like, I know some of my favorite YouTube creators. I look forward all week or every 2 weeks for their. I can't wait for a Ben Jordan video every other
something to
week.
drop, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it every time.
I think Popcorn Night will end up being really big because they don't have any, like, they don't have all the other stuff, like Monday through Thursday or Saturday through Thursday. And so it's something that they have to wait all week for Popcorn Night. And I think
There's just nothing special about the show for us anymore.
anymore, yeah. And I feel that is the same for a lot of people too, because you almost take it for granted because it's been there. Like
It went on a fucking year.
yeah, like where her heart said, "Really, sorry, you're going off the grid." So a lot of people like really don't believe it, but it's really happening. Like I'll probably be the only one hosting Popcorn Nights probably some night. But you know, it is what it is.
Like Dazza says, we're going to go walkabout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's very Australian of him to say.
That
Right.
was-
Yeah,
I don't even think he said. I think I just totally made that shit. But it's something he would say.
it's something he would.
It is.
And it's not that we honestly care who sticks around and who doesn't. But we know this. We may have attracted the wrong audience for the most part. They've corrected me a lot and says we didn't sell anything false. We just went in the wrong direction and acquired some passengers along the way. And I think some of those passengers are going to be like, oh, well, I like the way this bus was headed, but now it's getting off on this exit and it's going a different way. And I think we're just going to shed some passengers, which is fine. I mean, that's the
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was wrong.
it's not wrong. I mean, we
No, because you learn.
throughout this year, we learned so much about
right.
music. We
Yeah.
learned so much about how to produce music, how to make music, and we learned that through the community. We learned that through Cresthead, Scotty Sounds, Unit E, Kent Spong, Robbie.
And we're not taking that away from them.
I'm not taking nothing away from any of these people. They are fantastic people in their own right. James Dyson, Tone Smith, Probes, Jervis, Jack, Mixmaster, like Recon, everybody here, Uncle Chrome, we've learned something from. Since Samurai.
And that's like that was
and
also
that was worth the 1 year journey.
Yeah, and that was also the other reason why we loved those interviews, because we really did want to know the people outside of the chat in a much more intimate setting. Those interviews were great. I love doing those interviews.
Yeah.
I want to get back to going out on the street. My brother and I, we went to this shopping mall. It was an outdoor shopping mall. And we took the camera. And for all the no's we got, we were just tickled by the no's. Like, we were having a good time because but even the no's, we would know where they were at in life. But all the yeses we got to just sit and talk and record.
And make the interviews worth it.
And ask the particular questions they've never answered before in their life, because you can tell they didn't have an answer for it. It made the conversation that much better. And I just want to get back to that, getting back to saying that we're one conversation away from understanding people if you just took the time out to communicate with people. And like that was like that's the big thing.
And you would never see them again.
You would never
right?
see them again, but you got you got their most honest answers in that moment. And to put it on camera so you can share it and then come back, score to it, talk about it on the podcast. It made it good. It made it feel like you've actually done something.
Chat's great right now. It's making me laugh. A couple people said some interesting things. Dazza said self-care is number one priority. I completely agree with that. If you're not happy, you got to make yourself happy. I think about the struggle I go through for the last 2 years in January, putting 30 songs together, even though they're like 1.5 minutes long. And I can only imagine the zooming in at that 365 days worth of streaming is for you guys, because it does, like, it gets to me after 2 weeks. It gets really difficult. And I continue to do it because I love afterwards going back and saying, oh, look at this great song idea that I can build off of. I wouldn't have thought of that if I was just trying to write a song. But man, does it drive me crazy. So yeah, there's that. Roy Joy Void said it's the learn we made along the way.
It's the learn. It's facts. It's facts.
Speaking of that, you were mentioning all the things you've learned. I think that's a huge boon of the community you've created. I know that there's people involved that have learned, even like passively, accidentally, not even meaning to, have learned more about how to make themselves better musicians, maybe better people, but definitely better musicians, when they weren't even seeking that. That's great. Don't forget that was something that happened.
Or learn by watching, right? Like, if I was outside of this channel, I would learn that, it's really hard to do something for 400 something days consistently.
Yeah.
I would have learned, like, oh my God, like that. And then I would have equated to my life, like, what have I done that was that consistent every day outside of work or whatever your little hobbies are. And even your hobbies you don't do every single day.
No. What's going on, Doom?
Yo, Doom.
I think this trip is as an adventure, it's not gonna stop. It's just we're going to turn the page and start anew. And
chapter 2. And
find I don't want anybody to take this wrong, but I think we're going to try and find our true identity and find our true audience, because we've collected a lot of people who love what we do, no doubt about it, or they wouldn't be here. They're part of that true audience. But I think we started this channel for one reason and one reason alone, and we completely walked away from that reason. So it's nice to have some people who believe in us and who like Monkey Island and that whole personas that we build here. Because, when I come in the studio, I literally picture I'm on an island with a bunch of my monkeys you can trust. And
Some of those motherfuckers you can't.
Some of them you can't, but it's a reason why I chose. It's a reason why I chose that name. A lot of people look past on the name itself, you know. And I used to be a graffiti artist, and I used to do a lot of graffiti, and my graffiti name was Trust, and because that's what everything in life was based on, and it's still based on. And you know, this channel. When Marilyn said, we're going to do a 1-year challenge, I don't think any one of us knew exactly what that meant for us.
I knew it was exciting though. I knew it was a challenge that was going to really do just that. Challenge us, and I was excited because I've never really done anything. Not really. We haven't done anything so consistently in our lives, and it was just like my brother said, I don't think we even knew, right? We didn't know per se life was going to happen, and we still had to put on these smiley faces. Mm-hmm. Going through a lot this year, personally, a shit ton. No one would ever know. Tony knows a little bit of it, but closest friends know. But I would go through shit, and then I would have to come in here to the studio, put on a smiling face, even though I probably was hurting inside, and had to wipe all that away because I committed myself to something more than just myself. It was the three of us that we had built this thing to be what we intended it for. We wasn't going to let it go to waste. Not probably the best challenge that probably helped us all individually grow into something different, because the ups and the downs were fucking beautiful. The loss of life that we shared with you guys, like we had no time to properly grieve. We owed that to, you know, what we set out to do. We owed it to our goals. We owed it to the community.
We owed it to ourselves, really.
Yeah, to ourselves.
We were going to embark, and like Jervis said, commitment is what it took, and commitment is what got us through. Like today, I even said, you know what? I actually convinced myself of this. I said, we done the year. Like I'm fucking done. And I'm not saying that because I'm burnt out. I'm saying that because I'm exhausted. My magic for this show is gone. Literally, it's gone. I don't have any more. I was telling Samurai, like, I got just enough magic left for the final boss fight. And once
that's barely there.
Once we vanquish the
what happens if he has 2 life bars?
Oh my God! We now we on some Elden Ring shit.
Barely got 2 life
right?
bars.
Gazakroy says face behind the mask. Exactly, that's what I was doing. All of us were doing. And then Jervis says, "I feel you there." I have to think a lot of us have that face behind the mask.
Yeah,
I think
you kind of have to.
You have to,
and
in all aspects of life, not just because you're on YouTube.
Right.
You have to go to work.
Yeah. You got to go and pretend you care about what you're doing at work sometimes. Let me ask you guys a question.
I got fired in some jobs.
The 3 of you, and I'd like you to each answer separately if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What do you think you guys have learned about yourselves over the last 360, 59 days, whatever it is?
Ooh, can I go first?
Please.
I'm a boss bitch.
No doubt.
Confidence is a great thing to learn.
I've learned, I've learned to hone in the monkeys, steer them away from jumping off of the fucking ledge. And then just like as a emotional aspect, like a lot of technical things.
Sure.
I've learned a lot of technical things. Like, I joked throughout the year that Lamar and I are 2 of the people who are the most knowledgeable about synths, and we don't touch not a one.
A damn one of them.
And that's because of the 365. Like, I can do a firmware update on any of these machines, no problem. Done. I got it. I know how to do it. So it taught me a lot. It really did. And it also taught me to have patience, because in the beginning I wouldn't. And I think it was because I was also working like 2 or 3 jobs at the time, and then still having to do this. Like, my patience was very almost non-existent. So just learning patience as well.
Before you guys answer, I watched like, I don't know, a little more than half of the Robbie and Sammy discussion stream that you were talking about yesterday. Marilyn was nice enough to share it because I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I was watching a bunch of it during the day today. And forget the content of that. I didn't realize that was as early as it was in the 365. It was day like 58 or 59 or something like that.
Yeah, it was really early.
It's funny to me the difference in all three of your not your persona necessarily, just like your delivery of everything. You're much more laid back now. You were a little rushed. And it's like, it's not the kind of thing you would notice while you were watching it that day. It would just be what it is. But going back, essentially 300 shows, 300 performances worth of stuff between then and now. And it's like stark how different
You get
the three
real
of you
comfortable
are.
in front of
You
me.
really do. You're not only are you comfortable, you're like, the way, Marilyn, the way you were laughing at things that you were saying, I'm sure it was genuine, but it didn't seem real. It doesn't seem like how you would do it now.
Yeah.
The way Lamar and Lamont like interjected with questions as opposed to laying back and like doing what they're doing right now, listening to me talk. Not that
Right.
you were interrupting at all, because you weren't, but I don't know.
A better flow.
Yeah, a better flow, a better practiced, seasoned veterans. It's not April and you're not batting 200. It's September and you're looking to round out your season with a nice handful of hits to get to 300.
For me, Popcorn Night really helped me guide and move along the stream when it needed to. Like when they really got caught up about something and just wouldn't let it pass, like that helped me kind of navigate that. And in a way, I think Popcorn Night really, really, really helped with that.
It's all a performance. You got to learn to do it. And you got to learn to be able to, if you're on the production side, be able to help it along.
Yeah. Oh, turn on the light. Yeah, you guys are kind of dark.
Yeah.
And not because you're black.
Not because we're black.
Got it.
I mean, but we are.
You want to answer the original
sort of.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
Yeah.
Bass boy.
Bass boy.
Bass boy.
And I'll probably start there. I learned more about the bass in the past 400 something days that I probably would have never held myself to outside of the standard. So I give myself a big old pat on the back for finally spending time with the instrument that I love and not had made so many excuses not to play it. But I've learned, so the podcast gave me things to learn about, but I can't separate life from the podcast. It all goes hand in hand of what I learned. I learned that after losing people, you become erect. I learned to be patient because of my own personal shit. I learned that you can go through heartbreak. I learned that you can definitely overthink something and you can have life not work the way you want it to work because you overthought it. And then I've learned that you can also put on a mask and you can try to fake your way through things, but eventually it all fucking catches up to you. I learned life is, it's just going to be full of ups and downs. It's about like how you really navigate it. But this podcast has taught me about, this commitment has taught me about perception. It's taught me about other people's shoes, other people's walk of life, and how it all like correlates with what I'm going through and what they're going through. It teaches you that you're really not alone when you think you are. Like every day was this podcast, dude. Like every day we were in here, and you can't separate the podcast from life. You can, like Gazakroy says, you can put a mask on it, but it's still there. So in some aspects too, I've learned that you can distract yourself. I've learned that throughout the year of having this this podcast, it was really good to help distract me from having to face the shit that we all go through.
It sounds to me like what you just said is like a microcosm of life in general. Like you've lived in a year, like a lifetime worth of ups and downs and experiences. That's what that's what it feels like. That's what your answer just felt like to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, he just did it all.
Mm-hmm.
In this tiny little 2%, more than 1.5, 1.25% of your life lived in that room in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, bro. And you're putting that on display. Like, I don't know how many people think about that, but a lot of people get to hide behind the chat. You know, they just get to put word inserts into the life. But here we are, the brother and I, like it's a window. It's a huge window into a very big fishbowl. And people got the ups and they got the downs. Mm-hmm. And I really we've never had a break from it. We never took time out and had a break from it. Like we kept it consistent and we kept it as real as possible. You go through something like this, you don't have time to be someone else. You only have time to be yourself. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know, dude. It was a great moment in my life. I can say that. About as real as it gets. Hope that answered the question. Yeah.
Yeah. Any answer is going to be a good answer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've went over what I've learned throughout this entire time. I didn't know what these synthesizers could do. I didn't know what an oscillator really was. I didn't know what a sine wave was, you know, and the people in chat were gracious enough to share their knowledge. And I didn't know how to create a pluck from scratch. And Synth Seeker in the very early times showed me on the Hydrosynth how to create a pluck from scratch, you know. Just learning about equipment and learning about where our music was and where it is today, I don't think I would have got that information any other way without exposing our weaknesses to others so they can go, let me help you. So we've learned a lot from a lot of people. I don't want to discredit anyone. If you've seen them on this channel, whether it be comments or whether it be them actually walking in on the channel and walking us through Ableton, showing us how to work through DAWs and how to record certain things. And, you know, I just take my hat off to everyone who came in here and either viewed what we were doing, helped us figure out things we were doing, and taught us things. Doing this 365 is taking some things away from me. And I don't talk about that much, but I've had a lot taken away from me, and it's not bad things that were taken away from me. A lot of it were things I needed out of my life. But then there's another portion that it brought some negative things into my life. Like now I'm spread so thin because I have this bleeding heart syndrome. And if anytime anyone comes in here and they want to be a part of Monkey Island, I have a bleeding heart syndrome that just kind of I just want to connect with people and have a love for people, a genuine love for people. And when you spend time here enough, oddly enough, digital or not, I take these people in as close friends. My wife said I've always had this issue. Even when I'm
Always.
at work dealing with clients, I tend to just emotionally tie myself to people. Now, I don't know what that is. Whatever it is, it's me. You know, view it how you want. I'm not everybody else. I'm not you. But I just have this overwhelming, and, you know, a lot of my friends say, you know, you can't do that. You have to go in this world and just kind of be numb to a lot of things because you can't trust a lot of people.
But you really can't say that because then it takes away who you are.
Right. And I don't listen for the most part. I just let them speak their mind. And even if I wanted to agree with them or try, I'll be going against my own grain. So I do me. And, you know, it doing this live, it took something else from me. It took time from myself. Like I spread myself thin. I see people coming in on the comment sections. I see people here continuously supporting Monkey Island. And I feel like I owe it to them to go to their channels and support them. So what does that look like? And you guys may not believe it, but I'm watching at least 60 different channels trying to comment them almost every single day of the live. And that's not an understatement.
I can attest to that.
And I'm trying to support,
We all can.
I'm trying to support everyone who supports us. And it just started to catch up with me. Where I literally would be 4 hours in here with these guys, 6 hours on YouTube, trying to squeeze work in. Found myself at work any break I had on YouTube. The wife and I are watching the movie because maybe there's a Renegade on, or maybe there's a Monkey Islander on. And I feel bad if they're on and I see one person in their chat or 3 people watching. You know, in my mind, I go, I could be that fourth and I can add so much more to the comment and keep this person going because what they're doing needs to be recognized. And I'm here for this individual because they're here for us.
And then I say, but then you're not here for me.
And I'm not here for a lot of things. And I spread myself thin. I get this bleeding heart syndrome. And I just want people to know that I'm thankful for you all showing up here and supporting us. But I do realize I'm one man. And it got to the point where we were dividing up who would go watch who. And you know, it's funny as hell, but we were just doing our best to try and support people.
It's funny,
crazy,
but I respect it. It's a very punk rock attitude. It's something I understand pretty deeply. I used to love going out and seeing my friends play shows. There was nothing better. I felt like I always enjoyed the music so much more when I could look up on a stage and be like, those are my boys. So I get it.
So, you know, those were some of the things I think were taken from me. It was like self-freedom.
Oh, definitely self-freedom because we couldn't. There were so many weekend trips that we wanted to do, but we couldn't.
We were committed to this.
There were so many dinners or things that we wanted to do, but we couldn't.
Because we were not going to fail something we set out on. Us Dixons here, we got a funny way we operate. If we say we're going to do something for somebody or to ourselves, guess what? We're going to fucking do it.
What do they say about if something's worth doing?
It's hard.
No, it's worth doing correctly.
Oh yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, like, a lot of people in the chat don't really truly know us personally, and I think that's why a lot of people are like, no, they're not gonna like not stream live a lot and this and that, blah blah. But like Lamont said, when we say we're gonna do something, we're gonna do something.
Do it.
We left California as a family and moved to Wyoming, and people were fucking shocked. Like the next couple of days, we weren't in California. They were like, oh, we thought you were kidding.
Right.
And
Then we
then
don't tell nobody we're leaving.
yeah, and then we were in Wyoming and left to Washington, and we told people we were, and then all of a sudden they're calling us and they're like, "Wait, you really did leave?" We're like, "Yeah, we said we were going to." And then when we left Washington, came to Indiana, people are like, "No, you're like Indiana. Where is even Indiana? Does it even
There
exist?"
for you.
Yeah. And then when we did,
bounced.
yep. And then people they were like, "Oh shit,
Always-
we didn't think you were for reals." I'm like, "No, yeah,
I always had to think about that when people say that. They were looking at like when we would migrate like pilgrims, right?
good night, Jervis."
Good night, Jervis.
Night, Jason. They would look at that, and I often thought maybe that's just them because they're so afraid to do things like that. People
Right.
are always taken back to go, how do they have the balls to
Yeah,
like
how are they
just
so free?
conquer that?
You're taking the thoughts right out of my head.
Right.
Yeah.
When I moved from Long Island to Pennsylvania, which is not that far, it's like a 3-hour drive. It's the states touch. It's not far. I remember maybe 6 months later, I went back for a family event, and my cousin saw me, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know whose car that was because it had Pennsylvania plates on it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I moved. You knew this." It's like, "Yeah, you really did, though, huh?" Like, what? You think I was just gonna like get married, move a state away, and then just like what, come back?
Right.
Right.
Now, this is someone who's never left, never moved away from the town he grew up in. He's probably terrified to do so, but I don't know. It was exactly that. He's like, I didn't think he would. I'm like, well, yeah, it's not. I did the thing. It's fine. You can
Yeah.
accept it.
Yeah.
You know what else this journey has shown me is the three of us, when we had our idea, we weren't far off. We were actually close to the idea of what can be conquered than we really knew. Every time we had a conversation with someone and there was no ego in the house, it always went extremely well. We always had this opportunity to connect with people. And I was like, holy shit, like what we're saying is actually achievable. We can literally start a conversation with someone who has the exact opposite ideation. We can meet in the middle and it works out for the best.
But sometimes you and I can get in our own way. Case in point, we went to Umi's. Okay, now it was for that bourbon. Who were the cops? Bourbon, right?
Yeah.
So my brother and I, this is just a good story about how my brother and I are when we feed off each other. We're introverting it all the way up to this bar because we got to keep our word. We're Dixons, and we don't want to go in. We don't want to go in
And
because
before that, I had to drag him out of the fucking house.
let me get there, Meryl. Your time is coming. Hold on.
Fuck.
We don't want to go. I mean, my brother and I, there's gonna be fucking people there, this and this. We in our minds, it was too much. It was sensory overload. We get there, and like Meryl said, she fucking by the ears, get in the truck. We get there, and we're hesitant even in the parking lot. Dude, I don't even want to open the fucking door at this point. My brother's like, we could just leave. I don't give a fuck. That was his attitude. But nope, by the ear, she throws us inside the restaurant.
Two got fucking
And
monkeys.
let me tell you how awkward it was.
There's a
for
room
us.
full of cops, essentially.
Hold on, man.
First responders.
Let me
Oh,
tell
first
you,
responders.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
how awkward it was for us. We get to the bar setting. My brother and I look like we are two lost dogs with the expression of fear and anxiety all over us. And the first thing we could do was, Marilyn, find a fucking corner for us to sit in, a hole.
And she did.
Well,
Wait, hold on, wait. It's my story.
I know,
never tell my
but
story.
I want to explain like the walking in portion where I want to give people a visual. You got to understand, one is a smidgen under 6'6", and the other one is 6'3", and then you have someone in the middle who's 5'2".
Almost easily overlooked.
Yeah. So now tell me, everybody in the fucking restaurant is gonna look.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Well, they're
Record
looking
skips.
at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they looking at us. for
But we
sure.
didn't see that. We didn't
We didn't
see that.
see
at the
that
time.
though.
We were
Tony.
just full of anxiety.
So Meryl finds us a spot in the corner because I can only imagine what's going through her mind. If I don't get these motherfuckers somewhere where they're safe, it's a wrap for me. So
And I can keep an eye on them.
so she finds us a corner. My brother and I, we are elated. We're ecstatic that we have this like little confined space where we're hidden away from the mass
or so it felt.
Oh, so it felt, right? We needed some walls around us, and we kept eyes on each other as if we were just like two strangers crossing in the night.
I kept eyes on
So
you.
We completely tuned everybody out.
We keep to ourselves. We're talking to ourselves. We're so off-putting until someone from behind us says, "Oh, this is our bourbon. This is what we're here for. How are you guys doing?" And we kind of like reluctantly get out of our shells, and then out of nowhere, okay, here comes goddamn Happy Marilyn with all 5 foot of her. And what does she have behind her? I don't know, half the fucking bar, Tony. And they come
The whole room.
and they sit down next to us, and she's like,
goodness.
"That one's mine. That one's Lamar."
But you're missing what led up to that.
Well, this is all I know.
The
is,
table hopping. Do you
Yeah,
remember the
yeah,
table?
Listen,
She
I didn't
never
even-
sat down.
Yeah, I don't think Marilyn sat down once. She went from table to table, introducing herself, and she's like, "You see those two over there?" Blah, 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 blah. And my brother and I are like, "For fuck's sake, we just want to get out of here." And
Why does she keep pointing
she
over
bring-
here?
We end up closing the place. We end up stealing all the attention.
I
from the
knew
people-
everybody.
Yeah.
We ended up stealing all the attention from the people who put on the event. They were at our table, gravitating towards.
They stopped their speech.
Yeah. Our conversation.
They're like, fuck it. Nobody's listening. We're going to just go to their table.
and I'm just like, what has this woman done? But then I started to realize that my brother and I have built this whole fucking narrative up for absolutely no reason. Life was not depicting that. And the moment we came out of our comfort zones, we almost forgot that, yeah, we are likable people. Yeah, we can bring energy to a room. Yes, people gravitate towards. Yeah, you don't have to be so standoffish and introvertish, and just relax and be
That
you.
night was
And
fucking
that night told me a
hilarious.
whole lot about myself, man. And if it had not been for the 5 foot nothing gnome in the room, we would have never had. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah, no.
Tony, you have
It
no
was-
idea the shit she gets us into.
Tony, it
believe
was
it.
fucking hilarious. I literally walked to every fucking table, even a table I didn't know anybody at. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? What are you doing here? What's your name?"
I think the cops
really?
got up and they looked frustrated and they just bounced.
They
They,
just-
just left.
No,
packed their
they
table up.
they came over. They came over to our table. Like literally, like what Lamar said. Oh, the whole fucking room came. At the end of the day, that corner where we were at was so fucking packed because everybody was pulling up a chair
Right.
to sit and talk to us. But the one thing that these two didn't realize, and Lamar just made it very prevalent, what both of them learned to do for this 365 was get out of their own way.
That's good.
Because if it wasn't for the 365, they would still be the way that they were 2 years ago at that Umi restaurant.
And you know what that story told me, or taught me rather, is that Marilyn's the best wingman in the room. And
Oh,
if
oh,
you need
yeah.
a date,
Yeah.
you bring Marilyn.
Yes,
far.
trust me.
You want to get comfortable real quick?
You want to strike up a conversation with somebody? Just let me know. I'll go talk to him.
Jack said, never try bourbon. Steve said, gave up shyness years ago.
Oh, there you go.
It's just when we get out there, I don't know what it is. We think we're people persons, but
And also, you better learn not to dare Marilyn to do anything.
yeah, that's
But we didn't. We were fighting
No,
her
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole way.
And I was like, no, you guys, no, you're not going to do. No, you're
Roy
not.
said,
You're not.
Roy Droy said, "Fuck that shit. I'll wait outside, bro." That was everything we wanted
nah.
to do.
If I was around Roy, I would have brought everybody outside to you.
Oh my God.
yeah.
You can't hide.
Yeah, Warhard Art said, without Marilyn, you two would be squares at a party. You're probably right.
fuck
Oh, yeah. Yep. They literally were in this corner. They were just stuck in the corner, and I just kept pointing over at the corner, and then all of a sudden, the whole fucking room just.
And then they just started bombarding us
Slowly
with
start-
fucking
yeah.
questions after questions. I was like, holy fuck, this is getting intimate. What the fuck are we doing
Yeah,
here?
but then you guys got a couple of bourbons in you and got comfortable, and
Got a
then
little loose.
and then like Lamar said, we fucking closed the night out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Dude, Tony,
owner was like,
imagine
let's
this.
go.
Imagine this.
I think one girl wanted to leave her husband for me. She was
Right?
like,
Yes.
One girl
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah,
leave
she
her
was
husband. She was drunk as fuck.
For Lamar.
And we was like, but imagine this. Imagine two guys in a corner, literally, and then there's a crescent of like 30 people who just pulled in super close.
In the corner.
And they're, I think one dude raised his hand. And
Yes,
said,
yes.
I got a question.
Question.
I think it
I
was
was like, you in the back.
It was the husband to that wife.
Marilyn,
Yeah.
what did you say to these people?
She was telling them like they're podcasters.
I don't fucking
brand
remember,
new
to be
podcasters.
honest.
Yeah.
They're new to Indiana.
Like,
They got
half of the
ferry your
time-
business
Half of the time I talk out of my ass, but I can fucking sell snow to a goddamn Eskimo. So
I love it.
She was probably lit too. She's probably
No,
had a few
no.
Tito's and-
No, we had just arrived.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just going to get you guys
Yeah.
food and all of us food because we hadn't eaten. So that was me sober.
Right.
Damn.
Like completely
Right. She didn't have time
sober.
to drink.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
have time to drink.
Yeah. I mean, you know, look.
And I didn't drink that night because I needed you two comfortable. And so I drove. So
Right.
you guys had the bourbon and I was
Chrome
completely
said,
sober.
and the guy wanted to leave his wife for me too.
You know what? I would not suggest anybody do. Don't take this the wrong way. I know This World Needs a Hero is like what, a couple of months or 6
He's
months
8
away.
months
8
away
months
from
away.
the
Yeah.
365.
That's a minute.
I would suggest no one embark on this journey unless they're absolutely sure they're gonna approach it the right way.
And know what they're getting into.
Because if you go, yeah, exactly. If you know that you want to accomplish certain things, or you just want to know how it feels, or you just want to know, period,
We can tell you, you don't
it's not
got to
going to be a great
experience it
time.
yourself.
It's not going to be a great time.
It won't.
If you want to
We
do
can
this,
save you the drama.
If you want to do this and commit yourself, you are going to give up a lot of things.
A lot.
You're going to give up more things than you can ever imagine right now. We have friends wanting to invite us on salmon fishing trips.
We
I still
couldn't,
got a
yeah.
guy who wants us to go deer hunting and learn how to can like meat
Yeah.
and fruits.
I still haven't been able to fully ride my bike because of it. But also, I'm glad you brought up like the friends and all of that. Your number one, above all, if you have one, your spouse and your partner have to be fully 100% behind you. Because if they're not, then there's going to be a lot of argument involved.
What question is Recon asking?
Who's doing it next? Who's doing the next 365?
Oh,
who's taking the torch?
This World is a Hero.
Yeah, This World Needs a Hero. He's right in the middle.
Yeah, he's 8 months away of completing his 365.
Oh, he's into it. I thought you meant he was 8 months from
He's-
starting one.
No,
No,
eight,
no,
he,
yeah,
no.
he's
He
into
said
it.
8 months
Oh.
away from his completing his 365.
Is he
But-
in here right now?
He is.
And I don't care how
Yeah.
what program you got. Like even he's just showing his hands and doing music. Like maybe that's a little. I would say maybe a little bit easier versus than coming up with like a podcast, dialogue, jam sessions, popcorn night. I mean, we have so much that we had to do for our year.
We had to create, like, come up with a bunch,
A bunch
of
of shit.
It's so like now that we're going downhill. Literally, when we came in yesterday was my wife. My wife said to my brother and I'm fed up with a lot of things and a lot of people. I am going to go on a rant about some things I've recognized. I know you two have been talking about it, but I always give people a chance and I look for context before she reacts. She's always done this. In fact,
Always.
she
Prove
has
me
not
wrong.
react the entire fucking
365.
year.
Yeah.
And so when push came to shove, she really got fed up with a lot. And she goes, before we end this year's stream, I'm going to say some things, and it's probably going to hurt some people's feelings because the truth normally hurts people's feelings.
That was the scorpion.
And she
Scorpio
came out
side.
and she said what she said. As much as, and this is the God honest truth. We didn't want her bringing out people's names. We didn't want her going on a rant. For the first time, the tables
We're turned.
were flipped.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't want her to do any of this yesterday. For those of you who wanted to know.
Yeah.
But she got fed up. She saw some inconsistencies and she saw some things that just weren't right. And before we ended this, these things were going to be called out, you know? And it taught us a lot. It actually started teaching my brother and I patience and shit, how to deal with each other. Like that fucking question is so loaded, Tony. Like for us to sit here and explain every aspect,
so much, yeah,
the variations and all the variables that came with
Yeah.
it is crazy.
Especially for me because I am true to both of those signs because I fall in the cusp. I am very much the balanced person. I weigh both options. And I think a lot of people come to me for advice because of that. I weigh both options. So I always let people prove to me who they are. I don't let third party ear chatter in my ear. Those are your experiences. They're not my experience. Whether it burns me at the end, oh well, it burned me at the end. But it was my experience that led me to that finish line, not yours.
Right.
We had so many people chatting up in our ears for a bunch of different situations. But when I start seeing patterns consistently with individuals and stuff like that, and I reach out, I ask them questions, or I observe. I also am somebody who observes a lot. I just sit back and watch and listen to see what people do. And then, just the straw that broke the camel's back for me was when Steve reached out and said, oh, hey, do you guys have a problem with AI? Because somebody told me this. And I was like, well, who was that somebody?
And Steve don't tiptoe.
No,
Steve has always been fucking straight up.
And that's what I love
since
about
the day
Steve.
he got
Yep.
here. He don't hide behind no fucking curtains.
No,
he may
and
hide behind that hair of his, though.
Yeah,
but,
fuck him in that hair. And so I was like, well, who was that somebody? And they're like, well, they're choosing to remain anonymous. And I'm like, that's such fucking high school shit because it was on the live. It's not like we hid it from Steve. It's not like we called somebody up and said, hey, but don't tell Steve. Like, to me, that was like, I am so done with everything that's been going on with the 365.
Yeah.
And I'm just letting it off of my chest.
And that's the thing. When we go and do and say things live and we have rants live, that is a sign of respect. So for all of you who look past it, when we rant and put things out there, it's a sign of respect.
Because you know where we stand with you.
You know where we stand.
Yeah.
You know we're
Secrets.
always going to fucking
There's
tell
no
the truth.
shady,
They don't have time
shady
for
area.
anything
And
else,
you
honestly.
can always come to us. Like everybody knows what Monkey Island is now. I mean, shit, people probably got a better idea than we do because we're just on robot mode. You
Right?
know, we're like just running through the paces. But at any time, have we ever did anything we said we're about?
I think what's funny is,
Or we're not about.
well,
Yeah.
because I'm paying attention now. So when I listen to Tony or other people talk, they see things that we don't, and I like to get that kind of observation outside of myself. Like, what do people see looking in? Because I only know what I'm putting out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's also food for thought for us. So I'm going to put the question to you, Tony. And to people in chat, what do you guys see looking in? What have you gained from it?
Okay, a couple of things about that. Perception means a lot. You're absolutely right. Whatever you think of yourself is not what the world sees. It's not what the world thinks. It's what you know in your own head is not anything anyone else can ever experience. So you're right to ask this question. What I saw was 3 people trying to, whether you knew you were trying to do it or not, you were trying to build a community, and you did a damn good job of it, in my opinion. You're entertaining, whether you're trying to be or not, on a day-to-day basis. It's why a lot of us keep coming back here. It was nice seeing you guys grow as musicians. Like I said, I went even as performers in a podcast atmosphere. Just like I said earlier, I went back and watched it. It really is quite different. Everyone in chat, when you have a minute, go watch an early 365 stream. You're gonna be like, "Who are these people?" It's not the same.
Wabbit did. He went back and watched a bunch of stuff.
You went back to day one.
To day one,
To the
yeah.
first podcast ever.
I learned. Okay, so here's a good example because I actually talked to my barber about this today, and I wonder if she's here. I told her to join because I think she would love this show. She thinks Bigfoot is real and ghosts are real and aliens are real. Not that they're not. I'm just saying she feels like I tell her how you guys feel about these things. I had told her when I planned on coming to see you guys that I was going to do so. And I had mentioned it to her. I was like, oh yeah, I'm leaving, on Friday to go to Indiana. She's like, oh, that's so cool. You're going to see those guys with the podcast? I'm like, yeah. So I've been making music since I'm 16 years old. I've performed on stages in front of 2 people. I've performed on stages in front of 10,000 plus people. Being a artist and a performer in one shape or form that's putting stuff out there is not anything I get to do all that much anymore. And I had an idea that I would love to start a YouTube channel and put myself out there for a while before I got involved with Monkey Island. Watching since sometime in December of last year, you both, all 3 of you rather, have encouraged me to do those things since I've been talking to you about it. And even before that, you inspired me to want to do it. You've laid a great roadmap of ways to and not to, not that you've done things wrong, but like, hey, don't do this. You've said those things and you've laid a great roadmap of what to do to not only grow it, but be real about it, be yourselves about it, or for me to be myself about it. Talking about it, today, my barber was like, she's like, are you going to try to start a channel? I'm like, I've thought about it. She said, I think you'd be good at it. When I asked her why, she was basically saying, you have a voice that's not bad to listen to. She's like, we talk all the time. You do a great job of explaining things to me and discussing and whether it's an agreement or a disagreement without starting a fight, without seeming like you're talking down to me, all these things. She's like, those are skills to have to do something in the music space on YouTube the way I want to do it. Which I've always I've had other people tell me similar things and I've thought I'd be good at it. It's nice talking to someone about it who doesn't know anything about music technology or what I really want to do, like know exactly what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like she knew,
Yeah.
but without me saying, I want to make a channel that does this, she kind of knew what I wanted to do and knew that I'd be good at it. So I mean,
do agree with her, though. You do have a knack for explaining things.
Thank you.
Articulate very well, yeah.
Yeah.
I try. I actually think I'm not that good at it. I go slow because I try to choose my phrasing carefully. My brain will go a lot faster than my mouth can keep up with. It's why I don't like to have political arguments, because I have ideas and things that I want to say and I can't get them out, and I feel like sometimes I don't get my point
Yeah.
across. That's besides the point.
Yeah. I feel like I have those moments too, where there's so much in your brain and you're like,
Yeah,
but
it's
that was
just
a good point. And then like days
taking
later,
all
you're
this
like,
and trying to shove
why
it
did you
right
say
at-
that?
No,
Yeah. That was such a good point. You missed it.
Ultimately, what I got, other than the entertainment and the community, which I love, it's so good for me to be able to talk shop with everyone, whether
Yeah.
it be on stream, in the Discord, in chat, whatever. Share ideas, all that. It's been wonderful. But I think the most valuable thing to me is the confidence and the roadmap to try to do this, whether it's successful or not, at least to have some fun doing it. Share what
Yeah.
I want to share with the world
Yeah.
and not feel the imposter syndrome about it, because it kind of doesn't matter. You can You can go and spend 365 days on a stream and say you don't know your instruments before you start, and certainly fucking look like you do now.
Right? Yeah, like the
you're
back
not
of your
fooling.
hand.
You're not fooling
Yeah.
anybody saying, "Oh, I don't know this stuff too well." You know your both of you know your stuff pretty well. The three of
Yeah.
you know your stuff pretty well. So
Yeah,
That's what I see.
It was fun. I think it was fun. I think we made a lot of really good friends along the way. We've met a lot of really great people. Like, I don't regret any of the relationships that we've developed, whether they're still here or they're gone. Those relationships served their purpose, and they're still serving their purpose. The 365 served its purpose, and it will continue always serving its purpose. I never like living in regret.
I don't regret one moment.
No,
No, I can't
because if you do, like, I feel the people who live in regret don't see what they have in front of them, and it's really sad. Because if they did, then they would never live in regret, right? And life would be so much happier.
Yeah. And I felt like a lot of our life passed us by. Like, a lot of people don't know this. The 365 prevented the growth of our financial means, like to grow the farrier business. We're actually a year behind, and we have struggles financially, right? And we chose to struggle financially in order to stay committed,
To keep true to our
to
word.
keep true to this
Because
word.
at the
really
end of-
hard thing to do too.
Yeah,
It is.
because at the end of the day, if you don't have your word, then what do you have?
Well, and part of that was the dream too, to actually do something outside the confines of your normal 9 to 5 or whatever that may look like. How many people have the opportunity to pursue their dream or live out their dream, whether it takes them the full ride or whether they just get a portion of it? We're not guaranteed tomorrow's my biggest thing.
No.
All this shit we acquire, all this stuff we have, the clothes on our back, the skin, our bodies, it all gets left behind to be someone else's shit, right? And the only thing you're ever going to take away from this is, what did you experience? Did you make the most of it? For me, this was probably even though we got a bunch of life in it, but like Meryl says, I paid attention to my ride. And I paid attention enough to say,
Yeah.
I am so fucking grateful that I was able to live out my dream, to play music and have that be my thing.
And not only that, like, you did it with your family.
right.
Right.
Too, on top of everything else, like, a lot of people don't have that opportunity to say that. But also, like, just on a side note and out of curiosity, like, I wonder, for YouTube aspect, did we set some sort of record?
Yeah. I don't
Has
even
there
know.
been somebody who live streamed longer than us
sure.
consistently?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a lot of YouTubers out there.
But consistently
be
every
hi-
day,
I
like
would be
every
highly-
day.
We'd have to research it, but I don't know.
I'd be highly surprised.
I know it's
if
rare.
there wasn't.
I know it's rare.
Yeah,
And if,
so
you, and if you
which-
take that week away that we took off, it literally be 465 days
Straight.
straight.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Too bad why Google wasn't in here, because I bet that motherfucker would find out real quick.
He knows everything.
He
Right.
fucking knows everything.
Right?
He's not human. Nobody's
Yeah.
ever seen him. There's
feel
no
like I've seen
pictures
him.
of him. I've never seen him. I don't
Wag-
believe he's real.
Wagyu is AI.
I think he's. I
It
was
might be- it
just
might be
gonna
a
say
bot.
that. I think he's
Wagyu's
AI.
a bot.
Wagyu is Google
Otherwise,
AI.
how would he know everything at a fucking drop of a
He's a
hat?
bot that likes heavy metal.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, just today I learned there was such a thing as a roadrunner.
I have a picture.
The actual bird? You didn't know about those?
I had no fucking
Yeah,
clue it was
I
real.
thought I was showing you the picture.
you did.
No, you didn't show me. You showed him.
Oh,
I thought it was just on Bugs Bunny.
he's 2 feet, like not 2 feet, but he's a foot and a half tall. He eats lizards and
I
snakes.
posted it on my channel on Discord. I was like,
and they really run like that. It's weird.
I was
really
like, what
run
the
like that,
fuck?
20 miles an hour?
Roadrunners- I knew the Tasmanian Devil was real, because I was nicknamed Tasmanian Devil when I was in grade school, and then I found out that they were real, and they really acted fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But the Roadrunner, I was like, what the fuck?
Arizona's full of them.
There's a Roadrunner?
You know what? I hope we gave people a good laugh and good energy
think we gave them a great show.
And good entertainment.
And till this day,
Huh.
they don't know what the editor looks like.
Looks like. I mean, some do, but some do.
Except for like 3.
Yeah.
And Tone will be the 3rd.
Right. I mean, but some, if you really want to get nosy, you'll see some pictures in the past if you know how to do your research.
Shady motherfuckers.
No sense of mystery in your lives.
No sense of
Weirdos.
mystery.
Can I ask
Steve Weirdos?
Can I ask Marilyn why are you never in front of the camera?
Because it started off with just me being behind the camera really quick. We didn't have enough cameras at the time, and so I was just like, "Oh, I'll just talk on the camera." So the whole thing. I was never meant to be even a voice involved, right? And so, in the very, very beginning stages, when we were barely crawling on our YouTubes, we met somebody by the name of Sarah. And she was great. Her and her family were great.
I reached out to her yesterday too. So fucking synchronicity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And she had sent us a card, a gift, thanking us just for being there and being so supportive. And this was when we were doing our 100-day challenge. Is when we met her. And so the twins decided that I should read the card to them on the live. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I read the card, and then we got so many comments about, well, how come she's not on the live consistently? She has a great voice. She knows how to control you guys. It's a really great environment. And so it was requested more and more that I had come on. And I was like, okay, I can come on. But I was really busy. We didn't have the other camera. And so then it ended up always being that I was never on the camera. And then somebody mentioned in one of the lives, it's kind of mysterious. And it's the reason why I keep coming back to your live. It's because of her and her voice and me not being able to see her.
That's pretty funny.
Like this niche. It became
And then
like
it just snowballed from there. Yeah. So we're like, okay, well, we'll never show Marilyn on the camera.
And it
then.
does add like this mystique to it. It adds something to it, that you can't take away.
It's a sense of wonder.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's a mystery.
It is.
Well, you're going to spoil it for yourself, Tone. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wore hard said nice of Marilyn not to steal the show.
It is.
Hey, they told me to read the card. I
Right.
didn't want to read it. I told them to read it. And they're like, no, you read it. I was like, well, fine. Fuck it.
Roger Void said Rosie Perez, we know.
Rosie
And it's
Perez,
really funny because that's literally kind of who I picture.
Yeah, that shit had me dying. Oh my God.
Rosie Perez nearing her
That's
50s. Yeah.
hilarious. But not looking like she's
But now,
50.
yeah. Yeah, you look good for your age.
Yeah.
Most people of color do. I'm
Yeah.
just going to put that out there.
Yeah, we
They
do.
just don't throw that out there.
I'm just going to put it out there.
Mhm. We get all the
There-
time. You look like you're in your 30s. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about ready to be
I got-
50. And I have a grandchild.
I got carded by this he's like an 18-year-old kid at the grocery store. I bought that Tito's.
Oh, yeah.
And for the life of him, he was like, he's like, no, I need to see the card because
All the time.
so he sees my age and date of birth, and he was like, I don't believe it because my dad is 47. He don't look anything like how you look. And I was like, for fuck's sake, kid.
And that was funny. Somebody
47 already.
Somebody mentioned it in the live. I think it was Steve. Like Steve was like, "Don't tell her age," or was it Kent? Somebody was like, "Oh my God, you don't tell a woman's age." And I'm like, "Why not? I'm proud of my age. I don't look my age. I don't feel my age, and I don't take any medication of somebody of my age up until very, very, very recently, and still haven't even started medication. I'm like, yeah, I'm very proud of my age. I'm 48, going to be 49. I'm doing a hell of a lot better than most 30-year-olds that we know.
Yeah. So here's one question you didn't ask, Tony. Is what are we looking forward to after the 365?
I would ask that on day 365.
Yeah, when he's here, let him
yeah.
ask
I am
that
gonna
when
be
he's
there.
here.
Yeah. Write that down. Write that down, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give away your whole
And you welcome. Shit.
I mean, there are things I've asked you today that I was planning on asking you while I was there, but now we have.
Oh, you jumped the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
so
but-
close
yeah.
though. It's almost like
And you know
Right.
what? I don't think I want to do anything special for the last day. I just want to get in here and do what we've normally
Well, we
been
got
doing.
Tone here.
Yeah.
So
Right,
We'll
but
figure
that's
it out.
special.
But
we can make
not-
music and
No,
hang
that's
out
special.
and-
But
I'm saying,
nothing
like,
like a
Tony-
24-hour type.
no, fuck
you
that
know,
bullshit.
yeah.
Panda asked, "Are you doing it 24?" I'm like, "Yeah, if you fucking host it, go
I'm
ahead."
really glad you guys are not thinking about doing that.
Oh my god, never! Did you not see it?
Yeah.
Tone that 24-hour live stream?
No, it was before.
Oh,
I
you
was
maybe
hanging
we
out.
should play
It was
that
a shit
like
show.
when we come on that Monday, throughout the day. Just go live and let that play.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and then every now and then, if you want to come back in the studio, you can.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
I don't know.
I think for the last day, I'm really not into anything over exaggerated.
Yep.
Just continue to do what we've always done. Show up, come in the studio, and we'll figure it out for a couple of
Yeah.
hours.
But I do think we should start early
Yeah.
enough in the day. Like
To
I
make a
said,
day out of it.
to make a day out of it,
Right.
we can play part of the 365. We can have people request certain videos be played. Like go look at our
And
backlog.
Maybe some folks want to create a video for the
And then
last
we
day.
can play them.
As for
I'll
do,
be
do
in
like
the-
15-minute tracks
Yeah.
or some shit.
I'll be in the office working, but I'll have StreamYard up, so I'll see the chat, and so the link will be up there. So if people want to come in and
Yeah, if you guys want,
jam out on their own,
if you
fuck
guys
yeah,
want,
take it
uh,
over.
create a track.
Open jam. Yeah, that's what people
Yeah.
are saying too. We can
Yeah.
have an open jam.
open
Yep.
jam,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that'll be a great idea. It wouldn't be anything that we would need to do.
Right, and
We
something-
don't have to be in here because I can control it all from.
Said he
From the
bringing a
office.
metric butt ton of gear.
Or we can just hit that metronome constantly for Becky
Yeah, Becky would
and
love
Chris.
that.
Oh, he would love that. Yeah. And he goes, you know, you could change it. I go,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
I
wanna
know
hear
you
it, don't
fucking
you?
hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's an option, you guys. If you those are who's watching or those who are lurking, if you want to do a jam, you want your jam out there on the 365 on Monday. Submit a jam. Put your
Yeah,
jam out there.
that'd be
Tape
dope.
pusher. If you don't have a birthday jam and you want to put it out on the 365, it'll be a lot of people there.
I think it'll be great. Like
Get that
it'll
jam
be.
Or multiple
Or
jams.
multiple
Yeah,
jams.
we can just let the live go, and we really don't necessarily have to be in here like we did
Yeah.
the 24-hour fucking 24.
Shit, do a beacon, Steve. Just
Yeah, Steve can do a beacon.
do a beacon or something. Or
You can let the stream stream you guys instead of you streaming. Let it
Yeah.
do whatever it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And then I'll create a different background. So other than this, it'll
Birthday
be
hats,
it'll
Yeah.
be a special like
Yeah.
365
dunce
or
caps.
something.
dunce
Yeah,
caps.
caps.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Something.
I can get in here and hit record and just leave the record button on whether someone's in here or not. I mean,
Yeah, well,
we're
technically,
live.
all we have to do is all I have to do is bring up, the one fader, and I can control everything from the house. So I can be in the office working and control the StreamYard.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be a problem. But I think it'd be fun.
Well, look, Meryl,
365 beacon, interesting.
Tony, Meryl, my brother, you guys got to listen to me. We can't pull another last night. My stomach is growling. Can we, like, 8
Oh
o'clock?
no, yeah, I'm
Eating
yeah.
at 10
I'm-
o'clock at night and shit.
no. I'm ready. I was
Yeah.
just about to say I'm going inside and cooking.
Yeah. But look, everyone,
stomach hurts.
check it out. Like, you guys know what we're about. If you don't, go back and read the mission statement. This doesn't mean we're disappearing. We still have a few more days left of the live.
Yeah,
I just
Monday.
encourage
Until Monday.
I just encourage people to come in, click that link above. From here on off, we're going to have a link above here so you guys can come in.
Yeah, every day we'll.
I don't
we'll
care
have
if
a
it's
link.
just to say hi and
Yeah.
just let us know what we did for you, and if you took this ride with us,
And it'd be good to see faces. Like my
Right.
brother Mads and I, even Tony, we would genuinely love to see our friends' faces.
I'm still working on Crest Head. I'm still
Yeah.
working to see
that'll
if
never
we
happen.
can't get Crest
Cressy
Head.
will reveal his face when I reveal my face.
Yeah, probably.
He's already said it. And if you took offense or got your feelings hurt with anything that I said yesterday, take this opportunity to reflect and think to yourself, well, why am my feelings hurt, or why did I take offense?
I'm a little mad you weren't mad at me for anything.
Oh, no, I'm mad at you for the fucking snaps. But I can't stop you for that, like, shit. Yeah.
My mama said,
we have an applause tone. We can use the applause, but
Space Capsule said you should reveal your face at the 365.
that's been talked
That's
about.
been talked about.
It has.
It's been talked about, but I don't know if
It has.
if that's what we're going to do quite yet.
I don't know.
Mama says it takes two to tango.
Mama says it takes two to tango, and it takes two to get outside their egos too. Because everybody got an ego. Believe me, we know.
We know. All right, Tone, I guess we'll see you Friday.
You will.
I am getting your
Are you coming early
coffee
Friday?
situated.
Let's quickly look at how long it's going to take me to get there.
Oh, RDB said, I'm offended. You called me a piece of shit.
Well, then you better flush yourself, sir.
I know what he's talking about too.
Bye, Gaz LaCroix. We love you, sir.
Gaz
Thank you
LaCroix.
for coming to Monkey Island, you sexy son of a bitch.
And we hope you guys come and check us out on the new chapter. We're going a complete different direction, and it's going to be more long form side. So please like the channel and like the comments and watch the videos we share with you guys. It's going to be podcasting and different things and elements, and it's been a blast to have you guys on this ride.
Yep. Thanks, Tone.
Brittany Morrison.
Figure 2 p.m. or so for me on Friday.
2 p.m. Okay.
Yeah,
Is
somewhere
Brittany
around there.
Morrison your barber, Tone?
She is. Is she here? There
She's
there
here.
She is.
She just jumped in late.
Hello,
Hey, Brittany.
Brittany.
Best
Beautiful
best
lady.
fades in Central Pennsylvania.
Oh.
That girl right there.
I mean, I'm bald. You can't. I mean, I can't get a fade anymore. But hey,
That's hilarious.
maybe a shave someday.
Maybe you could fade the old taint hole.
Excuse me?
Huh?
What?
Maybe not want to do that.
No, that's
Maybe
that's,
not want to do
that's-
that.
That's
Maybe
I
not.
sing the body electric.
Yeah.
That's who does that.
Thank you for Intergalactic Federation, who's been lovingly producing jams in the name of Symptoms of
S.O.R.
Reality.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Daza is a very beautiful man with a very beautiful music style. Thank you, Daza. Ever since you got to Monkey Island, you've been a breath of fresh air. Aussies rule.
Crazy Daza. And if you don't have him on Facebook, get him on Facebook. Yeah. He posts a lot of things in the morning that are very interesting.
Right.
Yep.
Did Steve say anything?
Thank you, Steve, for coming in and helping us out. All of our moderators, you guys do wonders for us.
Yep.
It really helps us so we can give Maryland a break. We don't have to constantly watch for trolls. But thank you all for coming out. We got a handful of days left, so please, the invite will be up there. Invite yourselves in. Come on in.
Are you coming in the morning? Did he say yet or no?
2 p.m. I think.
2 p.m.
Around
2
then,
p.m.
yeah.
2 p.m. Yeah.
We'll have
Depending on traffic in Ohio.
You'll be fine. Once you get on the 80, it's a straight
Yeah, I'm not
shot
that
in.
worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be easy. All right, everybody.
Peace out. and we
See you
love
mañana.
all.
Bye.
Thank you.